Hey, it's me, Kyle, here at the Moreland House. Another episode of what we just got done, or what we got done, I just got edited and you get to see. So this is where we left off last. We've got the wall up, we've got the post and beams in place. We're gonna attempt to save what we can of that beadboard. But we've got all these 4x4 posts spaced so that we can reuse the glass as we showed in the conclusion of the part 1 video. So as you can see here, it's all new lumber. It's all pre-calculated to have this extra step in it so that the trim will all fit back the same way as we took it apart. The reason we ended up having to do this was because the corner of the roof here was starting to descend, so we've got it all shored up and in place now. So here comes the beadboard that is sheltering hundreds of pounds of raccoon crap. The only way we can get rid of that is to get it down, get it all out of there. Look at it. It's probably not all raccoon crap, a lot of it is just rotten wood. So after letting it clear out a little bit, we come back and start getting some more of that beadboard down. We're reusing what we can, but there's not a lot of it that isn't completely soaked or completely twisted or rotten from the roof leaking. But we do have quite a big pile that we're going to reuse wherever we can reuse something that So let's get looking at this floor. Here's all that reusable beadboard. We've got the plywood and multiple layers of plywood up. And we're starting to assess this subfloor structure here. Pretty rotten. This outside footer, completely rotten. It came out in several sections about the size of your hand. So there's this very interesting fulcrum design here holding the weight of the patio in a unique A-frame structure. Look at this. But look at this. This is not square or plumb or level. There's definitely been some foundation shifts over the century. And we're just going to shore it back up to where it is this century. So you can see where the line in the house, according to the bricks, and the line of the floor deviate by quite a ways. Look at that rotten wood. It's just everywhere. So you can see that the outer wall definitely got wet. So we're cutting out these rotten pieces of wood. They're gone. And we're saving which pieces we can, because as you can tell, some smaller pieces go in between. So we're cutting down and reusing what we can. Completely gone, down to the bare bones. There's some rotten wood over there, and this is what we were able to deem reusable in another place. So here we go. We're going to get this back together. We're just going to duplicate what was here. And with any luck, we'll get it level in at least one direction. So here we are. We're reinforcing this and shoring up the here's all the new lumber and blocking. As you can see, we're able to use a lot of the old heart pine. And here it is with the sheeting going on. So we got a door up, we got some siding on there so that we can keep out the water. This is all new. We've got the plywood up there, the posts, like I said, spaced in the right order that we can reuse this glass. We're getting all this cleared out so that we can keep this airtight and watertight, and it's all sealed on the outside. We're going to seal it on the inside. We protected this piece of glass, and now we're doing the sealing. We're putting up some plywood, sealing it off, and now we're putting up some decorative beadboard-esque plywood. And here again, we're battling with how out of square and out of plumb everything is compared to what we would call plumb and true on something normal, but the castle has shifted, moved, the ground around it has, so everywhere we go, every wall is just a little out of square, a little out of plumb, and we're trying to do our best job making it square, true, plumb. So there it is, all the beadboard up on the ceiling, sided off on the inside. Got all the windows in place, all the trim around the windows in place, all the seams caulked. We've got the scaffolding. We're going to keep the scaffolding up so that we can get it painted in here. So we're just putting the finished moldings up, getting it all caulked and airtight. Still got a gap over here on the side. but it's pretty, it'll work. And there it is. Bright white. Clean, nice, bright white finish. Protect all this wood from getting damaged from water. Well, it's not going to see any water because it's watertight. So we painted the windows, the ceiling, the walls, the door, the windows, the door frames, everything out here has been renewed. The doors haven't been refinished, but we will finish them. And from the outside, watertight. Airtight. Bright white. Thanks for watching.